So next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to use an already existing track to create my track. So I've downloaded this MIDI file, MID, and this is one that somebody has made of Katy Perry's Legendary Lovers. So if I open that up, so double click on that, that will open in GarageBand. It opens with all these tracks already made for me. So if I press play now, I'll get a simplified version of Katy Perry's song. So the idea is that all these tracks are all for different instruments, and you might not like the sound of the saxophone. So if you click on this one and go up to this little icon in the top left hand corner, we could change that to some strings or something like that. And now so that changes the sound straight away. So all you need to do is muck around with the instruments here. You can change all sorts of effects on them. So if I come over to this little panel here, I can also drag loops in, go to here, and if I double click on the actual track, I'll get each note. So in GarageBand, some of the things such as drums sound really good. They sound really realistic. Other things like trumpets and saxophones and stuff don't really sound all that realistic. So you could change them to another sound if you like. You can also do things like split the track. So if I've got the track here, I can choose split regions at playhead, and if I do that, that's going to give me two parts to that same track. So I can treat them differently now. I could click on that one and just delete that altogether. If you ever make a mistake, you can just Command Z. Now that's great, and MIDI is really good because it all works on just the bars and the beats. So that means that if I want this song faster or slower, all I have to do is change the tempo up here. So I might go to say 200 beats per minute, and now the song runs faster. So that's an easy way to change the sound of the song straight up as well. Don't think the key will have any effect on it. Let's try, see if that affects it. Because the pitch of each note is already set, it probably won't affect it if you change the key. If you want to know how long your song's going for, click on this little display mode over here, and this will give you the time. So already we're 15 seconds into the track, and so that'll give you a good indication of how long your track has been going for. Apart from that, there's not much else to GarageBand. It's pretty easy and fun program to use. All you need to do is create tracks. We can automate the tracks, so I'll just start a new one here. And so if I put in an empty project, and I'll use this audio track. If I get this track and drag it in, pull it out like that. This automation thing can control a whole range of different aspects to your project, so or aspects to individual tracks. Say you want this acoustic guitar to fade in, so you don't want it to be the same volume right from the start. If I click on that little yellow line in the middle there, and I press Command and click as well. I can now drag that little dot down and it will fade in. So this is a representation of the volume of the track. So if I want it to get louder, I can push that up. I'd advise not to get it up too loud because it will sort of distort if you get it too loud. We can also change things like the equalization, so that's where some frequencies in the sound are made louder than others. We can put what's called a compressor on it, which makes the sound a bit thicker. We can do all these other things. We can control the reverb, so we can put reverb on there, and the reverb's down here at the moment because it's on 0, but if I push that up, makes it sound more and more like it's in a cavernous room the more I push that up. So reverb's a really nice little effect. You can use things like echo as well. So the echo at the moment is down here. Right, so I can drag that up and that will give me an echo effect as well. You probably don't want to combine the echo with the reverb because they're pretty much the same thing. Echo will just keep it going a little bit longer. Reverb is for the sound bouncing off the walls in your room. You can also do the pan through that, so the left and right. You see that the line's in the middle. So if I pull it all the way down, it goes all the way to the right. And so if I put a little spot here and pull it all the way up, it's going from the left to from the right to the left. So as I play it, you can see this little hand dial sort of switching around. So you can automate that, and you can also automate the volume as we talked about before. So automation is a really fantastic tool, something that you should use as well. You can use that to fade two pieces of music together, or to fade in or fade out at the end.